Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a Mother's Day card on the Cricut. Now I've created some different cards. It's kind of all the same main pattern, but I've created 3 different cards for you that you can grab over at my blog. And I'm going to show you how to actually use the files. So once you've downloaded the file, you're going to import it into Cricut Design Space. Once you're in here, you'll see on the side here all these different layers. Now there are 3 different cards. So if we minimize this, and I'm going to zoom out because I think the card's over here. There we go. You'll see that there's 3 different cards here. Okay. So I'm going to show you the 3 different ones. This one here is actually only a 2-layer. As you can see there, this is a 2-layer and it's a cutout. Okay, so the word mom is actually cut out. So the top layer here, that word is cut out, which is different than this card, which has the word mom on top. So this one, the word mom is an extra layer that goes on top of the card. And this one has 1, 2, 3. It's going to have 3 layers plus the base here, so 4 layers and then the mom word. Okay, now finally we have just a plain card. So if you don't want the word mom in it, or if you want to customize it yourself, you can add that on yourself. And yeah, you can add the word, you can add your mom's name, or if you want, you can just leave it as a heart card. For other purposes. It doesn't have to necessarily be for Mother's Day, but that is available for you as well. Now, the key thing about this before we actually cut out our card, what I would do is select which card you'd like. So I'm going to show you how to make this one here that has the most layers. So I'm going to delete these cards here. And we have this here now. Okay, now you'll notice not on the card itself, there's this base layer here. So it's a purple that I have in the back here, and the score line. So before we do anything, I'm going to adjust this to actually score, because right now it's set to cut, and I've actually done this. If you don't change this, it will cut it in 2, and that's not what we want. So if you go over to here to line type and you can change to score, you'll notice now it's a dotted line, and that's exactly what we want. One thing before we're going to move on is we're going to actually attach this to the card. So I'm going to select my score layer. I'm going to select my cut layer. Whoop. Okay, I think I'm going to have to ungroup this first. So let's do that. And I'm going to select those 2 and I'm going to attach it. Okay, that's basically telling the machine that this score line belongs to this layer. So when this layer is cut out on the card, this score line is going to score on the card. Otherwise, it's just going to score on nothing because it doesn't know what to score on. Now let's look at our Mother's Day card. Okay, I'm going to just blank that out so we can see the card. We have our top mom layer, which is just the word mom cut out. We have the top layer, that's the score line there. We have the top layer here. We have a second layer and a third layer. Okay, these aren't full cards. It saves paper. It also saves on the bulkiness of it because it gets kind of it gets a little like wonky when you have them on the full size. So on this layer, we are going to need another score line, which is what this one's for. So same thing, you want to click on this layer and you want to select score. Give that dotted line. You want to select these 2 layers. And we're going to have to ungroup again. You want to select those 2 layers and attach. Awesome. So now we have all our layers. You can go ahead and recolor the layers based on the cardstock you have. That will make it easier for when you go to cut, since the Cricut does not sort by layer number, it sorts by colors. So if you want to change this to blue or green or whatever color you want, I'd go ahead and select these layers and change the color up here. Whoops, these are all invisible right now. And I'd go ahead and change the color based on what you are actually going to be using to help you cut that out. All right, so let's get it cut out and I will show you how I assemble this. Hello, all right. We have all our pieces cut out now. We've got our mom layer. We've got our white card layer. It's been scored on the machine. We've got our pink layer. And we've got our blue layer, which has also been scored on the machine. So let's put this baby together. What I'm gonna do first is actually glue on the top layer here. And I've just got a glue stick. Awesome. Next, I'll glue my second layer on. I'm just gonna line it up from the back. That's looking pretty nice already. And finally, our last layer. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. See you later.